Hey, there we go. I was muted. Thank you. I'm a pro streamer, as you know. Thank you for letting me know. What's going on? Hope all you guys are doing great. Mic muted. Yeah, so today we're on the Minegard SMP. It is an invite-only SMP. Go check out some of the other members. All that info is in the descriptions of my Let's Plays. And today we're just going to be doing a little bit more terraforming because it needs to be done so we can expand this area a little bit more for some more farms and stuff. And I think it'll really help this area come together too. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing on and off in today's episode. So if you guys are joining, thanks so much for hopping in. And yeah, stick around for a little bit. Ask me some questions. We're going to be talking about a variety of stuff today. Hopefully Matt will get in here because he had some questions about like what I do for a living and stuff, and I was gonna answer him like in a call or something, but I was like, you know what, I really want to talk about that on stream one day. So I was like, you want to join a stream and make it happen? He was like, yeah, we can do that. So I'm gonna stream some of that here in a kind of talking about like why I chose my field and why I do design and stuff like that. So hopefully he'll hop in here in a little bit. But until then, if you guys got any questions or anything. Oh, so the title about, I'm probably going to have to explain this again later. Grian kind of used my sorter. I got a comment on my item sorter like an hour ago that was like, Grian used your sorter. I got really excited because I was like, holy crap, did Grian, you know, very popular Hermitcraft YouTuber, use my sorter? And so I went to this last video that he had just uploaded. And sure enough, he was using an item sorter that is very similar to mine, but sadly he didn't give any credit to anybody who's designed the sorter. And what he had done was not close enough to my design to really be my design. It was more of him just adapting Impulse SV's design. But he still said he looked up a tutorial, and so he could have looked up mine. It's hard to tell. But anyway, that is the reason why he kind of used my sorter. At least to me it appeared like he at some point had watched my video, because the way he explained it and the way he organized the items was the same way I recommended doing it, but can't really prove that he was using my sorter or not. So that is that, I guess. But still pretty cool. So Grian, I'm using your name in the title for clout. Don't sue me. I am kind of the item sorter guy here. Well, Nembomb has a lot of good item sorters, and then also Mizuma Games now has a few really good item sorters. But I still have two of like the largest item sorter videos on YouTube. I am the item sorter guy. I should be using a regular shovel because Podzol does nothing. Yeah, let me go swap. I don't know if you're watching my stream, Hawk, but you can come just grab them from me if you want. If you want to take them through the nether. It won't be fast, but if you want to, I got plenty over here. Let's grab this shovel. Thank you guys for catching that I was muted too. I'm really bad about that. I have streamed way longer being muted before, so I caught that relatively early, thank God. Yeah, we're not going to do anything too crazy today. I'm going to keep it pretty tame. We're just going to kind of work on some stuff that I typically wouldn't put on a camera in an episode. Just kind of like off-camera resource gathering and stuff. Hey there, Haku. How's it going? Let's see, we got some dirt. Gonna need to get some more at some point. Let's cut down some of these trees over here, though. Yeah, so we might just do resource gathering today. I have an item sorter updated. I have an updated one that I built in a 1.16 snapshot. It is called the Ultimate Storage System Vertical or Tower version. Check that out. I'm sure that'll, in my opinion, that's one of my better sorters. It's more compact, it's faster, and it's not that hard to build. The one I'm building on here is by Mazuma Games, so it's smaller. It might be a little laggier, but I would recommend checking out the Ultimate Storage System that I made, the Tower version. And then also check out Mazuma Games or Nembombs before you put some resources into one, just to see what else is out there. Hopefully that gives you some direction. I can't tell if it's getting dark or if it's... I think it's just getting dark. I was gonna say it might be starting to rain. No problem, dude. Anytime. Thanks for hopping in the stream. Much appreciate it. I am making a road. I've been pulling a lot of inspiration from, like, the city I'm in. And I'm trying to make one of these, like, little back streets that has some, like, nice 1800s houses on it and stuff. Kind of pulling inspiration from that. We'll see how it goes. It's something different for me. I typically don't do stuff like build stuff like this, but we'll see how it goes. I am optimistic that it'll look decent. I know I could be using slabs here, but I'm like OCD. I really just want to use full blocks. And I have the resources. It's not like it matters. Alright. This can be any block here because we're going to be putting slabs over it. Same thing goes over here. This can be anything. Just gotta be careful. I don't want to make a mob farm here. I think we're good. I should probably work on mining out a slime chunk today as well. have some time. That's something that just kind of is boring but needs to get done at some point so I can have access to slime blocks. Might do a server tour too, check out some other people's bases. I haven't done that either. So we do have a variety of stuff we can do. Alright, let's go get some blocks and we'll fill in this road here. Podzoil. Let's see. Let's do the dirt part first. Then we'll come back. Kind of like that. Bada bing, bada boom. Little dirt part here in the middle. I'm glad Podzol doesn't spread anymore. That would make this very difficult. Oops. Okay. I'll probably come back and clean this up once we like starting to add buildings in here. Farms or something. Let's just get a start on it. This part over here is going to be the more difficult part to do. I don't think this episode really is gonna have any spoilers in it. Like, I don't think yeah, I just uploaded the video a little bit ago. Yeah, there's no real spoilers, so as long as you've watched my series, you're caught up with the spoilers anyway. That's a thing. Alright, 2 a.m. in Italy. Have a good night. Thank you for being in here. Sorry it was a little bit later tonight. Maybe tomorrow I'll stream during the day. It is only 8:30 here. Oh, hey, Matt. What's going on? So if Matt's in here, then I can talk about graphic design now. Yeah, tree farms are great. I should make one. Right now, I'm getting all my wood just by clearing area because I need to clear it anyway, so it's like a win-win. But yeah, tree farms are good. Okay, so Matt asked me a question yesterday. He said, let me pull it up. Can you tell me a bit about graphic design? It's something I'm considering majoring in. Sure. I would say, I'll start by saying graphic design is not an easy major, but it is, you need to know a few things. One, it is project based. So if you don't like writing, well, okay, you'll have to write some essays, but if you prefer to make a presentation or to do a poster or to create something rather than to take a test, then you're in the right thing. You'll have to take some art credits, so you don't have to be an artist. See you later, Haku. You don't have to be an artist, but you need to be able to draw at least a little bit. And the better of an illustrator you are, the easier of a time it's going to be. If you're not a good illustrator or artist, there are ways for you to learn and to get around it and to basically find other ways to solve problems. However, being at least a mediocre illustrator is really important. And if you're not a good illustrator going in, you are going to take illustration classes. So just like be hyper aware that like you're going to have to draw at some point. There's no way to get around it. You don't maybe need to be able to draw like real hyper realism, you know, but there's going to be points when you're like, I need to draw a tree, and you need to be able to draw a tree and decently well or something, you know, so you need to be able to communicate through your art a little bit. Some of the people I went to school with couldn't draw very well, and they really struggled. I mean, they still got a degree, and they're still working as designers, but I can just tell you, if you can draw, it makes the classes a lot easier. So just take that into consideration. Take that with a grain of salt. And I guess the next thing I would say is that the majority of the classes are going to be about solving problems. You're going to take, your first year is going to be, you're going to take some classes on the basis of the softwares, which if you're like me and you already knew the softwares going in, you just ace those classes. No problem. Easy peasy. They're just a free class. You just go, get the assignment, and leave because you know how to do it. Easy A. And then you're going to take classes like problem-solving classes where you're going to have to come up with stuff. Like my first assignment ever for a design class was I had to pick someone in the room, I had to interview them, and then make a logo that represented them. And it doesn't sound hard, but it's hard because you have to learn someone, you have to learn one of your classmates inside and out, basically. You have to really understand like a lot about said person. And then you have to draw and deliver a logo, and then you have to pitch it, and you have to say, this is their logo, this is why. And it's up to that person to be like, you didn't really represent me. Like, I don't use fire. I hate the color red, you know? So it can be kind of challenging, as you can imagine. Let me think where else I can go. What else you may have questions about. Then you'll usually take some illustration classes, are usually a first year thing. And then usually you'll take some intro to type or graphic design history or art history, or maybe you'll take an art-based class, or maybe you'll take a psychology-based class to fill a requirement, or like a marketing class or something. Yet again, most of those are project-based, which for me, I was like, heck yeah, I don't want to take a test. Just make, like, I'll give a PowerPoint presentation over a test any day. I can weasel my way through a presentation and get an A. I don't have to study, you know, I'd rather just make something, personally. And then, you know, the rest of the classes for your junior, sophomore through senior year are kind of more the same, and I can go into more detail on that if you're interested, but if you're choosing to be a graphic designer, I think it's important to know, like, what you would do for a living. So, as a designer or a multimedia specialist, you have a few different options. You can work for a firm, you can work for a corporation or nonprofit, you can freelance. I don't recommend doing that, but you can if you're brave enough. Or you can, let's see, that's basically it for designers. And then I guess if you were like a cinematographer or something, you could work for like a firm or for a corporation. It's more the same. Like, usually people are going to hire you on a contract basis, or they're going to hire you full-time staff, 9 to 5, and you are like the staff multimedia specialist, website builder, designer, whatever. That's typically what the job's like. It's a pretty 9 to 5 job. It involves a lot of communication. It involves a lot of writing. It involves a lot of sketching and drawing and meeting with people. There will be days where you'll just be in meetings talking to people about ideas, and like, projects will be weeks long, and it'll be just you doing research. Being on the computer, doing research, going to the library, doing visual research, buying books and reading textbooks, doing photography, gosh, that fox was loud, doing photo shoots. I mean, it's a wide variety of stuff, which personally I really liked. I liked that some days I'm going to be doing photo shoots. Some days I'm going to be, some days I'm just going to be at the computer vectoring something, you know, drawing something, working on a video for most of the day. But for me, at least in my last job, every day was different, and I loved it. And when I'm applying for jobs now, and people are like, why do you like graphic design? I say a few things. One, you get to learn. There's going to be problems when somebody comes to you and they're like, yes, I did a lot of stuff at my last job. I'll tell you about that in a minute. There will be days when maybe let's say you work at a firm, and an insurance agency comes to you, and they're like, we want a logo for our insurance firm. So you have to do a lot of research. What are other insurance firms doing? What symbols go with insurance firms? How do people feel about imagery that goes along with court, insurance, safety, coddling? What are some synonyms? What are some symbols that are iconic, or what do you stay away from? What colors do and don't work, and why? There's a lot of research that can go into that, and you could go down a rabbit hole for hours of, well, in Tulsa, New Mexico, they use hands to lift the people up. They use images of hands for insurance because it's a safety net, or something like that. That's just an example. I don't know. And you can say, okay, well then why don't people do that here? Or do they do that here? Or what type of insurance do they offer? Or why not? Or, you know, you're trying to represent, for something like branding, you may be trying to represent an entire complex group of people with one image. And that's the difficult part, in my opinion, of design. But that is also, to me, what makes it so satisfying and fun. So hopefully that gives you kind of a concept of what the day-to-day would be like if you were to work for a firm or a corporation or something like that. So at my last job, I was a graphic designer at a children's museum. My day-to-day, typically I would get there at 9. I would check my emails and see if my director had sent me anything. She would often go home, and while she was at home during the day, at night, she would say, oh, you know what, we need him to make us a pamphlet because we have a show in a few weeks. And so she would shoot me an email and be like, hey, we need a pamphlet that lets people know what we do at our museum. It needs to have maybe a picture of someone on the front, and it needs to say something about our pricing options. And so I would go in the morning, I'd take out a piece of paper, I'd sketch some ideas. I'd write down what it needs, what it doesn't need. I'd take my sketches and maybe I'd go up to the front desk and I'd talk to the staff and I'd say, like, this is what I'm thinking for a pamphlet. And this is what I loved about the job, is that you got to ask questions and problem solve and stuff. So I would go to I'd go to our staff that work the front desk, and I would say, what are the most common questions people ask when they come to the museum? And, and they would say, like, oh, people, they never know how to, if we have parking. This is an example. They would say, oh, whenever people come here, they don't know what hours are open. They don't know what our prices are. They don't know that our shoe policy. I'd say, okay. I'd take a list of all that, and I'd say, okay, so based on what people told me, we are not efficiently communicating our prices and hours of operation. Yet again, an example. We were communicating that, just an example. And so I'd say, okay, so when I make this pamphlet, I need to make sure it does a few things. I need to make sure it highlights this stuff very clearly so that we don't get calls, and so that people right away know what the expectations are and they understand what we're about. It needs to have our mission statement on it, and it needs to have pictures and imagery that capitalizes on our mission, and it communicates it really clearly. And it needs to be non-offensive. It needs to represent all of our demographics. It needs to go from everyone that is a $1,000 donor to people that live in poverty and get free entry. It needs to cover the whole 9 yards. So I would create body copy, create sketches. I'd create 3 or 4 versions with a Sharpie and with a pencil. I would draw what I wanted the pictures to look like. I would write in the type where I wanted it to go. I'd show that to people at the front desk, the secretary, some of my friends in admin. And then I'd take it to my director and I'd say, which one of these are you leaning to? What do you think? And then I'd explain all of my decisions. I would say I put the prices on the front because based on the people at the front desk, people don't know the prices. So I thought that having the pricing information based on this demographic was important. Sometimes the marketing director would say, you're absolutely right, this is important. Sometimes they would say, well, for this demographic, we're not trying to get involved. We're trying to get volunteer involvement. We're not trying to get sales. I'd say, okay. I'd adjust. And I'd say, okay, so now instead of putting prices here, we should put volunteer involvement opportunities, And so you tweak it and you try to figure out how to contact and how to communicate to the most people the most efficiently. So I loved it. I really did, because there were complex problems. There was no right answer. There were wrong answers for sure, but there was no real right answer. But I loved the challenge. So that was an example of something that I did at my last job. I did a lot of stuff. I was doing photography. I was doing video editing. I was doing coding, website building. I was doing, you name it. I was video making, cinematography, illustration, copywriting. Copywriting is like when you go and read a pamphlet and it has, it's like really formal and stuff like that, or it's informal if that's what you're going for. I was writing a lot of that. So I'd say there are a few things that go really well with design. First one, English. You need to know how to write, and you need to be able to write at a high level. You need to be able to talk clearly, public speak, and explain your ideas. If you cannot communicate clearly your ideas and why your ideas are right, you should not be a designer. Now, I will say, like, when most people start college, they are not good at that, because English is usually not pushed a lot in schools. It's just not. Usually you're either a good writer and you're not. And if you're not a good writer and a good speaker, high school typically does not reward people for being a good writer or a good speaker. Okay? So if you're not a good writer or a good speaker, that's okay, but you need to understand you're going to be presenting things to people, usually not in large groups, maybe 20 people at a time would be a large group, but you still need to be able to present stuff. Like if you're in front of the CEO of the company you're working for and you're working on a project, you need to be able to explain why your idea is the best idea. You need to be able to sell it. You need to be able to communicate clearly and precisely why your idea is the best. Even if you don't think it's the best, you need to be able to explain why you made your decisions, and if you're going to change it, how are you going to change it? Why are you going to change it? So I'm giving you a lot of information here, but hopefully this is helpful. So English is a very good minor for designers. That and theater, English, like Shakespeare and stuff, plays a lot into graphic design. So just the skills overlap a lot, stuff like that. The next one I would say would be coding and computer science. Although I will say coding and computer science is typically a very different skill set. And what I mean by that is typically you learn Java coding, and it's literally like learning another language plus algebra on top. It's like learning Spanish algebra. And so usually it's a very different skill set. But I can tell you that if you learn to code, like Java code or something like that, getting a well-paying job is very easy. I do not enjoy coding, but it is a good field to go into, and designers like me, I work with coders very regularly because I'll say, this is what I want it to work like, and this is what I want it to function. Make it happen, Captain, and they're able to do it, which is great. Usually people that code don't understand design. They don't understand UX design, which stands for user experience design. They don't know the rationale to why a website should be set up the way it is. They may understand like, oh, the homepage comes first, but they may not be really great at deciding what goes on the homepage and why. That's where a web designer usually comes in, or a graphic designer usually comes in and can help make those decisions. And then I would say the third major that goes really great with design is art, mostly because of art and craft. Design and something called craft are very interchangeable. When you think about something like pottery or metalsmithing or furniture design or architecture or any type of high-level craft, I'll say, it's basically design. You drink out of a cup. You drink out of a bottle. This bottle was designed. Everything from why the cap screws left to right to this paper, why it's biodegradable, why it's on here at the center, why it has little grip marks on the engraved in the plastic, why the bottom is concaved in. There's a lot of reasons why when we make something, it's designed for a reason. So when you make a pottery, or you draw a design, or you design a chair, it doesn't matter. It's done with a very distinct purpose. It's designed with a very distinct purpose, and that's why art and design, although different, do hold hands, especially the craft aspect of design. Very, very close together. And then I would also say animation and filmmaking have a really close hand with design. Yet again, all filmmaking is graphic design added in the fourth dimension, and the fourth dimension being third dimension, I'm sorry. So surface is the first dimension, so that's like flat, like type on a computer. That's surface. Space is the second dimension, so that's like sculpture, packaging design, type in space, signs, concept, like logos that are being printed and stuff like that. And then you have time, which is the third dimension of design, and that would be cinematography, motion graphics, animation. And so I love time, and I like surface. I'm not a huge space designer, just because it's a little harder for me. But yeah, it's a really varied thing with a wide variety of variety, like design has a variety of fields that work really closely with it, which is pretty cool. And then if you go into graphic design, you have a few options. You can go into graphic design and get typically you get a bachelor's of fine arts in brand identity, graphic design, cinematography, web building, web design, something like that. So if you have any, that is my spiel that I think I would have wanted to hear when I was in your situation. Hopefully that gives you some direction. And if you have any other specific questions, ask away, and I will do my very best to answer them as honestly and as detailed as possible. So just let me know. If you got any questions about community college, university, pricing, scheduling, stuff like that, I don't mind helping you with that either. I can give you my opinion on it. Take it with a grain of salt based on what I did, but I can give you some reasons why I believe what I, in what I do. Yeah, I could see that. For those of you that aren't are watching the VOD or something, don't see chat, he says that biggest problem is that none of the hobbies or skills that he has aligns with what is in a major. That's completely understandable. So he mentions photography. I would not recommend I would recommend getting a minor in photography and not getting a major in photography. Staff photographers, it's not a good field. It is a very competitive field that there's not a lot of hiring room in. Unless it's too artsy of a field to be like a real viable field. It's not a money field at all. But it's more about being important. It's more about, like, graphic design isn't a huge money field either. But typically, I don't know if I recommend photography as a major. Now, if you did something like English major, photography minor, you could get a job at almost any magazine or any newspaper or any site that does news very easily. And so I would recommend doing something like that first, because typically photography isn't enough alone. Like, you need to be a designer that can do photography, or a photographer that can write, or like reporting or something like that, if that makes sense. In today's climate, it's really hard to just do one or the other. Very, very difficult to do one or the other. At least in my experience, when I'm looking up jobs that involve photography, I very rarely see them say, we want a photographer. I usually see they want somebody to run social media, do photography, and do basics of graphic design. So what's nice about graphic design is that you can do a lot of photography as a designer. I mean, it depends where you work, but you can, like where I was working, I was also the staff photographer. And I am not a photographer. Like, I'm not a bad photographer, but I am not passionate about it. if you don't feel like you're strong with math, computer science is probably not the field for you. I feel like computer science is a lot of problem solving that is algebra and math based. Now design is, you're going to use some math, but you're not going to use anything above algebra 1. You're going to be doing things like, okay, I'm designing a spread, or okay, example of where I used math was, I was like, okay, I need, let's say I'm buying a sheet of, let's say we're printing something that's 20 foot by 10 foot, and I have 10 signs, and I need to size them in order to maximize the amount of space. So I need to measure it out and make sure that we have the surface area to print them all, or like something like that. Like basic algebra, measuring, counting page numbers, staggering widths to accommodate for the width of like signs and stuff. It's not really advanced math. It's just basic algebra. Computer science, I feel like, is a little bit more math intensive. Definitely doesn't hurt to be good at math to be a designer, because you do use it, but nothing difficult. I'd say if you're concerned about not being good at art, try doing handcraft. Try making something with your hands. Start with a model car. Start with origami. And see how easy that is for you. And see how much of a perfectionist you are, and see how close you can get it. Because handcraft and design are so interwoven. Like very, very, very interwoven. Here, I can probably pull up some of my works and play around with it. Here, I'll give you some examples. Hold on. So I'll give you an example of why you don't need to know how to draw. And then I'll give you an example of where knowing how to draw helps. If that sounds good to you. Okay, so this is the back for a poster that I made. So what I did was, let me find the final of this poster. Hold on. So this is just the background of the poster. Let me find the entire poster. Really? Okay. Here you go. There we go. Okay. Hey, Miles. Okay, so this is what the final poster looked like. Yeah, you can see it. You can see everything. Okay, so first of all, I'll say I used a oh, I'm glad you built my storage system. God, it was great. You just joined us when we were talking about graphic design and stuff. So I made this poster for the Longwood Center of the Visual Arts, and I made it for our alumni are called Lancers. So I wanted an image of a Lancer on it, and our patron saint of the college is Joan of Arc. So I wanted an image that could be perceived as Joan d'Arc, but I didn't want it to scream like I didn't want it to scream that's who it was. I wanted it, oh, maybe that's Joan d'Arc. So to make this, what I did was I got a picture of a horse, I put it in Photoshop. I got a picture of a lady holding a spear, put it in Photoshop, and then I kind of overlapped it, and then I outlined it. So I did all this was digital illustration. This is called broken glass illustration. That's what the technique is called. And so I put it on top. I vectored it. Then I added enough effects to it and broke it up until it was broken glass illustration. Then I took that, added the type on it, and then these posters were hung up around the school and online and stuff. So that is an example of where I didn't draw. Like, I didn't have to draw that at all. Of course, I came up with the idea and I like sketched the idea on a piece of paper, but it wasn't clean. It was just like, okay, the head of the horse faces this way. I want I want her hair flowing in the wind. You know, I was just kind of rough sketching it. That's an example of instead of drawing, I found a artistic solution that involved no artistic ability at all. Now, let me give you an example of one that does use artistic ability. Give me 1 second. I gotta look through all my folders. That one does, but that's not the one I was thinking of. Not what I was thinking of. Give me a minute. Also not what I was thinking of. Okay, here's my handcraft folder. What's in here? It's not really what I was looking for. I mean, those technically count, but not what I was looking for. Give me a minute. I'm digging through all my old folders. Yeah, sure, here's an example. Okay, so this was a CD cover I did. Let me find a different one. Hold on. Man. I need to clean these files. Okay, here's a good one. This was a magazine cover I did for our English department. And so I used a picture of... Well, I painted a picture of our English department, watercolored for the front. So this is an example where I could have went and took a picture, but I drew it instead. So let me find another example. So there's a lot of stuff like that. And then the back of the magazine had the back of the building on it. And then this is an example of like photography. So this is something that I did that involved photography instead of drawing. So I mean, you work with photography some, and here's another example of photography. Trying to see if I got any other examples in here. Okay, another example of this is an example of something that is supposed to look like it was hand done, but it's all computer generated. So this is imitating like old Art Deco design where they would cut pieces of paper and then lithograph them and let the colors go through. But I did all this digitally. So yet again, another example, I just took a pencil and then I just kind of traced it with sharp lines. So an example of instead of illustrating, I like imitated it. And then this is an example. This is something that I actually paper crafted. So like all these shapes you see, I cut them out of pieces of paper and then glued it, and then I painted the background, and then I scanned it. So that if you do design, you're going to be doing stuff like this a lot. You're going to be like taking pieces of paper, collaging, cutting it out. Like that's a lot of design is stuff like that. Here's another one. This is another, like, you can probably see this is pieces of paper that I like tore out of giant sheets of paper, glued everything down, cut it into little pieces, collaged it and glued it down. Stuff like that. So for me, I love it because I get to be creative. I get to make something with my hands. Like, I love making stuff with my hands. So for me, it's like really rewarding. So hopefully that gives you an idea of like, if you can't draw, you could go with one of these other routes. But there's definitely going to be points when you're like, dang it, I really need a drawing. Like, I just hands down need somebody to draw a character or something. If you can't do it yourself, you have to pay somebody to do it. And if you're in college, you just have to do it yourself. And if it's bad, then you try to do it again. You ask for help. You take some classes on it. You try to get better at it. Yeah. So hopefully that helps a little. Yeah, I love creating stuff too. That's what, if you like learning new things and you like creating things, then it's awesome for you. I love learning. I love researching. I love creating. Well, what you can always do is take graphic design, usually you have to usually take 101, 2, and 3 the first semester. Take it. And if you don't like it, then you just lost the semester. You can double up another semester if you change your major. And then you can still graduate in 3 to 4 years. Or if you like it, you stick in it, you finish 3 to 4 years. So yeah, I mean, for me, it was awesome. Like, I loved the program. I loved my professors. I loved how it was hard. It was rigorous. I had to work. I had to try. I had to make friends and work together with people. So it like forced me to do stuff that I wasn't comfortable doing, which at the time I was like, man, this kind of sucks. But when I was done with it, I was like, you know what? That was actually pretty rad. I liked working with Javon. I liked working with Amani. I liked working with Ash and all my friends. I was like, man, this is actually really cool. I enjoyed that. So that's what I took away from it. I think we started with a lot of people and they didn't make it. They didn't like it. They didn't like the rigor. They didn't like the difficulty. You got to be able. You have to build a thick skin. You have to be tough. You have to be able to give critique and you have to be able to take critique. If you're let me tell you this. I don't know if I have that book here. If you are on the fence about studying a creative field like graphic design or marketing or visual communication or something like that, read the book. You can get it pretty cheap. Hold on. Okay, this is it. It's called The Cheese Monkeys by Chip Kidd, who's a famous graphic designer. You can get the audiobook for free with an Audible trial. It's $6 paperback, okay? Fantastic book if you are at all curious about what graphic design is like. Cannot recommend it enough. I read it my sophomore year, and it like opened my eyes to what like the capabilities of graphic design. That sounds cheesy, but for real, it's an amazing book. One of my professors worked with Chip Kidd. Chip Kidd is a great, interesting character, great guy, great designer. He does a lot of book covers and book designs. He has a TED Talk on making first impressions. Go watch that TED Talk, and you will get a slice of Chip Kidd, and if you like a slice of that, then you're going to like design. I recommend that book to almost everyone that asks me anything about graphic design, because not only is it like just a good slice of life, it's a biography. It's an autobiography Chip wrote about his time in college. So it has a little bit of everything in it. It talks about his classes. It talks about his trials and tribulations and his learning experiences. But it goes into more than that. It talks about what made him a person, why he ended up being a designer, his relationship with his friends and his parents, how he grew as a person. It goes into a lot of stuff that I think something like college or university can help a person. But not only that, I think it's well written. I think Chip is a really, I'll just say, interesting character. He's not your average guy. But great novel. Highly recommend. It's not that long of a read either. You can probably read it in 2 or 3 days. I did. I read it in 2 days. So check out the audiobook. Audible, if you want to sponsor me, I will accept. Especially if Chip is reading it. It would be really good. Trust me. Chip is a character. Holy crap. That'd be funny. He's a very funny guy. But yeah, one of my professors worked with Chip, and when he went over to his house to catch up with him one day, and he was like, "Chip, I heard you wrote a book. I've been recommending it to students." He was like, "Oh, really? Here's 50. Take them." He handed him a box of like 50 or 60, and that's where I got mine from. I got one of mine from that box. Very fortunate. Great book. You can buy it on Amazon for like $6, and in my opinion, it's worth the $6. I think it's pretty good. But it is free on Audible as well, so with a free trial. So maybe try that. I don't know. I also typically am not an Audible person, but I think they're a good company and stuff. I just don't use them. But maybe try it out. See what it's like. Let me know. I've never read an autobiography that made me not want to put down a book, and that was probably the only autobiography I've ever read, or biography in general, where I was like, I don't want to stop reading. Like, why are we at my destination? I want to just continue reading. So it's pretty special, I guess. All right, let's fill in this road a little bit more. Of course. Get out of here. He dropped half of his gear. Yeah, let's work on this road a little bit more. But hopefully, Matt, that gives you some direction. If anybody else has got any questions on, I know it sounds weird, but if you got any like life questions, or you want to talk about what you've been watching, or college, or anything like that, just message me. Put it in chat. And I love talking about stuff like that. I will talk about it until you guys make me stop. I'm just gonna put this here to help me save some material later. Why is that still floating? I wonder if fire spread is turned on. Hey, Goody or Hawk, if you're watching, is fire spread turned on? I haven't tested it yet. But that might be an easy way to get rid of this forest. It isn't. Okay. That's probably for the best, not gonna lie. Thank you for the quick response. Much appreciate. Oh yeah, fireplace stuff. Might have been on early and then it might have turned it off. I don't know. Whatever. It's probably for the best that's not on. I was just curious how easy I could get rid of this forest. But it's all good. I can get rid of it the old-fashioned way. I don't mind. Dude, if you need wood, anything that's like in the line of this road going out, fair game. Or if you just want to come over and buy wood, a diamond a stack, come grab it. It's in the wood chest. Just come grab it. Leave it in there. I need to come over and check out the farms you're building. Maybe we'll do that when I'm done with this road, because I want to come look at the Guardian farm and stuff and see if there's anything I can do to maybe help or donate some supplies or help design it, help decorate, whatever. Like these two trees are just kind of floating and I don't really know how to feel about it. Curious to my reaction. All right, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. I've seen them before. We'll see what I think. Man, my mining session yesterday was crazy. Okay. I actually have a lot of iron. I should probably just smelt this. We need to make a smelter. That might be next episode's thing. I haven't decided yet. Do need to make a smelter at some point. Okay. Oh, while I'm here, let me grab some more blocks. Okay. I've been rewatching, I'm sure you guys are familiar with Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've been rewatching that with a friend, and man, it's so good. I forget how good it is until I watch it every time, and it's just such a well-designed and crafted show. So good. Been binging that since Steven Universe ended a while ago, which was a very good show as well. Different, but it was good. Okay. The Nickelodeon Books of series. Yes, that series. So like Avatar: The Last Airbender is what I've been watching. Or ATLA, as people refer to it as in the community. And yeah, it's just a treat. It's such a good show. Yes, correct. There are 3 seasons. Each season is a book. Water, Earth, and Fire. It is indeed a fantastic show. Alright, well, we made a good amount of progress today. I mean, this is why in episodes it takes so long to... I'm like, look what I did, and it doesn't look like I did anything, but it just takes forever to terraform this stuff. And I still need to... there's still more to be done. Like, I still need to push this stuff back even further. But whatever, it's a good start. Alright, let's take a breather from this and go check out the Guardian farm and stuff. Let's take a breather. Nine people watching. Thank you guys, especially those of you that are on here playing or that are on the server. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I really appreciate it. I try to watch other people on here when I can, but I play so much I end up not watching many streamers, but I usually watch the videos as much as I can. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Really do. It's awesome. Okay. Mine, shopping portal. Where's this thing? Shopping portal. Oh yeah, it's this way. I'll find it. I'll find it. Don't help me. Don't help me. I will find it. I am an adult. I think this is it. Community XP farm soon TM. Whoa. You've been busy, dog. I dig it. Oh man, this looks sick. The quartz and the concrete and stuff. That looks really nice. I really love it. I really like the colors and stuff. It's awesome. Wait, do you have an iron farm? You're using iron trapdoors. End rods? This is incredible. This is really good. Really clean, easy. I like it. You even have your color-coded shulker boxes. I'm jealous. Oh my god, you have a lot of quartz. Have you been villager trading for quartz? Gotcha. Yeah, if you need some resources, let me know. I will pitch in and help build this thing. If you want like glass around the sand or something, you know, I'd do something like that. If you need help, just let me know. Any way you want me to help out? That is cool though, man. Looks cool. You know what? We can fly to the shopping district from here, I think. Let me check out that while I'm here. I need to build a shop. I feel like I'm behind. Everyone else has like shops already. I don't have anything. Okay. What is new? This is a new shop. I haven't been here yet. This is Allie's Place of Cakes, Wool, and Dye. Whoa. She has a lot of stuff. So I know she has a sheep farm. Kind of want to go see what her sheep farm looks like at some point. Yeah, you don't want to buy. I get that totally. Gotcha. Yeah, not everybody has shops yet. There are quite a few shops though. Gotta say, I need to hop on that so I can make some diamonds. I mean, I've made some diamonds selling some trading hall passes. That has been a good business. Good business decision. All right, I'm going to check out one other person's base today. Whose base do you guys want to see? We can see Ezzos and Hawks. We can see KFCs, Alley Cats, Moleflokes. Whose base do we go see? Any preference? I'm feeling KFC's base. I don't think he's played that much. I see him on every once in a while. He was on today. Ali was also streaming today. Ruspin was streaming today. Yeah, maybe we'll go check out their base, see what they're up to. Let's go take a oh yeah, KFC doesn't have anything because he was doing that die challenge where he's dying over and over again. Right, let's go check out Hawks or Ezios because it's not too far. I think this is Hawks. Let's see if he's got anything here. Oh wait, no, this must be Ezio. I don't know. Got anything here? Ezio is also still in the early stages, so I don't know if he has anything either, to be honest. Strip mine, it looks like. I think he's at a village. Yeah, so he just kind of lit up the village. Gotcha. Ow. Oh yeah, I was watching his live stream and he had like his cows in his house breeding them here, and I thought that was funny. It's good. Okay. Yeah, but he doesn't have too much stuff to show off. Goody and I probably, and Bongo, we probably play the most. So if there's anybody to show off stuff, it would be it would be those guys. Oops, this is not right. Here we go. Okay. Nafash has a nice looking base. All right, we'll go check that out. Spawn portal. End portal Nafash. All right, we'll check it out. Ooh, coming together. He's gonna have a big old castle. I see why I needed so much cobble. Yep, he's got a little super smelter here. Ice farm? Cobble generator? Can't tell, one or the other. I just can't stand building in, I want to mine that ice so bad. I can't stand working in snow biomes because everything gets covered in snow. It just bothers me. But, I mean, he's making it work. He's making it work. He's got a nice little area coming along, too. Cool stuff. Alright, we'll head back to my base. There's a lot of building I need to do in my base. That is where all your cobble went. Yeah, I can see. I can see that, dude. Wait, which way is mine? That's not it. This is it. Alright. Oh. I didn't mean for it to take me back here. I forgot I made that one. My area's coming together though, dudes and dudettes. It is getting there. I probably shouldn't even bother collecting this stuff. But whatever. Alright, let's just cut down some wood for a little bit. If you guys got anything you want to ask me or talk about, let me know, because I'm just going to be cutting down some trees for the next 15. Spruce trees are just one too tall sometimes to knock out, and it's frustrating. Well, I'm thinking of a goodie. If you want me to help build an item sorter for the Guardian farm, maybe that would be something I could do. I do have the wood to build the chests and stuff. So just give me a shout, and I'll make it happen. What's nice here is that it like flattens out. Oh, shulker box loader, shoot. Yeah, I'm really bad with shulker box loaders. I was just gonna do like a standard impulse SV item sorter. But the shulker box loader is probably a better idea. Every time I build them, they don't work. So maybe send me, if you could send me just a link to the tutorial. It doesn't have to be today. It doesn't even have to be right now. Just send me the one that you recommend using, because all the ones I've tried just don't work. Like legit, last SMP I played on. Yeah, I'm good with the item sorting part. The shulker box loading part, I'm sucky at. Very not good at building those. I always mess up somehow. Maybe I'm just watching tutorials that are outdated and I'm not smart enough to figure that out. Like I built an entire sorter last time and it worked perfectly, except the shulker box loader just didn't work. And it made me really sad. And I ended up just getting rid of it and putting in like a million chests instead, because it was easier. The last one I built, I think what kept happening is that I think I built one that wasn't tileable and I tried to tile it. And so every time it broke a shulker box, it just broke the one beside it and it was empty. And it was not a good time. And I wasted a lot of time. I got frustrated. I was like, screw this. We're just getting rid of this. So I think that was my bad, but I don't know. So if I build it, I'm not building one of the tileable ones just in case it's not. Like, even if it says it is, I'm just not. I don't trust myself anymore. I've lost faith in myself. Alrighty then. Let's fill this area in a little. Mobs won't spawn in this water, so it doesn't matter if it's filled in or not. Oops. Okay. If I flatten out this area now, it'll just make it easier to build stuff later. So I'm gonna flatten it out now, and it'll save me some time. Hopefully. And it's easy, and I don't have to try. It's just background stuff, so it's easy peasy. I can just still talk to you guys and not have to think. Oh, dang. Well, that's a very noble challenge. I like that. I'm not good enough to do that, I don't think. I'm pretty good at Minecraft, but there's some stuff that I just don't think I can do. I mean, I haven't technically used a tutorial yet. I did download Mazuma Games' world for that sorter, so I'll probably end up watching the tutorial for that. Because that redstone is, it's way above me. It's no way I'd figure it out on my own. Way, way, way above my skill level. I don't even know how that sorter works yet. I tried to like look into it. I have a vague grasp on how it functions, but I do not have a great understanding of it. Yes, I did see his like second follow-up video, which I need to rewatch it so I can understand yet again how it works, because it's so complicated. Probably do that later. Oops. Okay, there we go. I do that all the time. I also do that with stripped logs. Stripped logs, great addition to the game, but I accidentally like will right-click logs all the time while I'm like fat fingering to hit the right key, which is kind of depressing. Okay, 1 block short there. Alright. Alright, that is a good start to this area, I think. Alright, finish this stuff. I think I want it to go up here. Like that. Okay. This road being expanded. Let's fill in this little part right here, and we're gonna hit the brakes on the road for now. It's been a while, honestly. Been doing this, and although it is satisfying, I'm going a little overkill on like making it wider. This way, I need to like just clean up more around the base. Prioritize other areas, because I probably won't build anything down here for a little bit. Like, it's not that important. But I don't know, it just makes sense. Doing stuff like this, cleaning out area for stuff to go, doesn't it just make sense? Just feels satisfying. Oh wait, that's supposed to be there. Da 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 da. You didn't miss that much. I did go over and check Goody's base out, or like his Guardian farm a little, and then we've just been terraforming here. You didn't miss that much. Just continuing to kind of work on this, because I was just saying, like, for me, this is so satisfying. Like, putting in roads and like flattening out area for building and stuff, it just makes sense. It just clicks. No, it just makes sense to me. Nice. Well, I'm glad you're getting the book. I mean, I think you'll enjoy it. I recommend it to a ton of people because it's good. Honestly, dude, if I still had my copy on me, I let one of my friends borrow it, and they still have it to this day. And they enjoyed it a lot, and then I just never got it back from them. If I still had my copy, I would just mail it to you, but I don't have my copy, so I can't do that. Also, quarantining and stuff, but I hope you enjoy it. Bam, 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 bam. They had some good progress on this area. See, now this area needs to be done, but I need another beacon, or I need to move a beacon for that. So while my beacon's here, I might I should probably go this way and like mine out some of that area. And I need an automatic sorter. This is getting so old. I can't stand manually sorting things, as you guys probably know. I got to sleep in today. It was nice. Yesterday I got up early. I had a phone interview and stuff, so I was getting up and I was like getting in the mood for the interview and stuff like that. And then yesterday evening I was able to like crash, and I like slept in. It was nice. I needed it. Sorting manually is fine until you get to this much stuff. I feel like for the first, well, I've only been playing on here a week. I'm a loser. I was gonna say for the first few days it was like fine, and then after those chests started becoming disorganized, I was like, okay, you know what, this is it. I just want to be able to dump all of this stuff in a chest and forget that it exists. That's just me. Okay, I either need to clear out some of this area here, which would honestly be really fun to TNT some of that. Let me take a fly. Let's see. Okay, so the areas I need to clear. I need to clear this corner. This right here, it needs to go a little bit. Here, let's perch here for a second. Okay. Okay, that over there needs to go. Let's do that. Okay. There we go. Okay, that area over there needs to be trimmed down. That area's fine. Man, we're getting close to the dark oak forest. That's exciting. I eventually want the street to go through there. So that area there could be trimmed. And then this area needs to be cleaned. And the road needs to go through here all the way to where the lights end down here. And then that will result in this area getting flattened. So yeah, all of that still needs to kind of be done-ish. Background music today is Stardew Valley soundtrack. Very, very solid soundtrack. Okie doke. Another thing I should consider doing is getting more shulker boxes, like going to the end. I should consider doing that at some point. Let's see. What do I want to do? What do you guys want to see? I'm going to repair my gear. Options are mining, strip mining, expanding the road more, or going to the end. Those are the options. Pick your poison. Matt, I know you'll watch anything. You'll watch me mine sand for 5 hours, and I appreciate that. Okay, we might go to the end. That's something I haven't really done yet. This is such an easy way to get resources. And levels. I mean, geez, it's too easy. Yeah, you know what this place needs? More sand. What a great video, dude. Sandwich and cereal animations. Classic. Oh yeah, that is the scary part, man. Those guardians, they can hurt. They can hurt for sure. Yeah, we gotta wait for these guys to reset right now to get more XP. Here, let me show you guys some of the pictures that I'm going to use for inspiration from. So when I go on walks and I find buildings that I think are cool, I take pictures. Oops. Okay, whatever. What's the easiest way to send it to me? I'll just put it in my Discord, so if you guys are interested, they'll be there. And then I'm going to show them on stream as well, but I'll show you guys some of the buildings I've been looking at and like being inspired by. Probably just going to go ahead and do a little bit more trading while I'm here. Build up some emeralds. I really like photographing nature as well. I grew up on a lake, so like photographing the lake was one of the most peaceful things. Very satisfying. Man, look at that. Look at all those resources. I know why they nerfed villager trading. It's like, even though they nerfed it, it's still so easy. Like, just to get free quartz, free terracotta. I mean, I'm trading for stone. Okay, stone is not a very high value thing to me, considering that I can get just so much stone. And 1 stone equals 1 emerald, and I can instant mine stone. In fact, you can even automate stone production if you wanted to. Yeah, dude, I'll trade slime for sand. Come over and I'll trade you like a stack for a stack. Stack of slime for a stack of sand if you want. But don't rob me dry. Just for a few stacks, like a stack or 2. That's fine. I don't need that much slime. I am going to build a slime farm. Okay, let me show you those pictures. Let me see if I can find them. Okay, only one of the pictures loaded. Here's one of the pictures. So that's what I'm going for. Might be kind of lame, but we'll see. Isley just asked me, am I moving there? And I was like, no. It's only like the street beside me, honestly. It's a few blocks away. But all the houses look the same. Alright. We've repaired gear. Let me stock up on rockets. I might need to go by Goody's place and get more rockets. Let me... Okay, this is what we're going to do. I don't need this on me. I don't need this. I need Silk Touch. I definitely need an Ender Chest. Let's pack. Let's pack back up Ender Chests. Let's pack. I need a bow for sure. Bucket of water, got that. Yeah, let's try to get a better bow before we go. I feel like I should have a way to repair my elytra when I go too. Or I feel like I'm going to be in trouble. Yeah, I can do that. Yep, just give me 1 minute. I'll head that way. Okay, let's take some stuff that I think might be useful. Wood. Blocks. Backup food. Backup food. We'll take regen potions, strength potions. Sure, why not? Yeah, the elytra is an awesome addition. Don't really need this many torches. Okay, we're also going to stop by Goody's shop and maybe buy some backup elytras. Alright, let's go. Wait. I have a voucher for rockets. Ooh. Might have to cash in on that. Okay, let's go enchant a bow and see what I can get. Oh wait, I moved my enchanting table. Okay. Power 4, alright. It's better than what I had. Actually, let's grindstone what I had. How do you craft a grindstone? I have a grindstone here somewhere. Hold on. I have one. Ow. There it is. I found it. Okay. Power 5 would be amazing. Punch 2. Oof. Power 3. You gotta be kidding me. That's like the only book I don't have is a power book. Power 4, I'm breaking Infinity Punch. Holy! Okay, that's good. Let's... 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4... That makes an anvil. Combine these two. Nice. Got that. Let me make a shield. You know what? I take shields and I never use them. I never use shields. So what's the point of me taking a shield? What's the freaking point? Okay. Nice. Alright, let's head to the shop. Oh, sand. I need 3 stacks of sand. 3 stacks of sand. Okay. Okay. Challenge myself to use it. I won't. I just know myself. I'll forget to use it and I'll die. I'll say I'm safe because I have a I'll say I'm safe because I have a shield, and then I'll never use the shield. It happens every stinking time, dude. Without fail. So I've just given up trying on that front. That, and since they nerfed it so that you have to be like facing the projectile, it's so much harder to... Ooh, it's my internet. It's so much harder to actually use it, I think. Alright, Goody's General Store. Let's see. Any more elytras for sale? 25. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Don't mind if I do. And then 7 for a shulker box. Also don't mind if I do. Got a backup shulker? Sure. Alright. Thank you, Goody, for your goodies. Let's go meet Bongo, and then we're going to go to the end. And I don't know if I'm going to... I don't know how much longer we're going to stream. I usually stream for 2 hours, and we are quickly approaching 2 hours. So maybe just like 15, 20 minutes in here, and we'll cut it. Alright, there's Bongo. Here you go, sir. Awesome. Thank you kindly. Alright, I think this is the end portal. Let's go ahead and hop through here. Ooh, nice. Yeah, this is my first time going to the end, so let's see how it goes. Oh, I didn't get more rockets. I need more rockets. Do I? Yeah, I do. I really should. Ow. Get out of here, cretin. It's not that far. Let's just take a few seconds. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I think I'm as ready as I'm going to be now. So we'll spend some time in here and see how much stuff we can get. Some of it's going to be off camera. Oh, hello. You're being sneaky, dude. Alright, here we go. Made it. So I think somebody said just don't go eastwards. And I was like, alright, that sounds fair. So I think it was Hawk said, like, he went east. So I'm just not even going to go east. I'm going to go west. Let's get a few ender pearls to get started. And I have that backup elytra as well. So should be good. I can't think of a scenario in which we're going to get memed here. Shouldn't need fire resistance. There's no fire in the end. I think we're good. Let's get a few more of these guys going and we'll head out. Oh, there are ender pearls? Oh, okay. Well, I don't mind hitting a few guys for a little bit. It's okay. I only need like 15 would be good. Holy crap, dude. That's insane. Alright, don't mind if I do. Thank you for your dedicated work to getting some ender pearls. That's awesome. Okay. This music is perfect. Okay, I'm not too worried about falling. Nice. South, west, east. They went east. Hawk went east, so we're going west. I'm just going to fly. Just got to keep an eye on that Y coordinate. I'm at 150 right now, which is fine. I just realized I was 250, 260. I was going towards the center, which doesn't help me. So I'm going more north now. We're also really high in the air. Okay. west. Here we go. Okay. Just gonna go this way. I still haven't reached area people haven't been to yet, I don't think. Okay, maybe now I'm starting to reach new loaded areas. Alright, here's a portal. Or an entity. It's tiny. Hey, shulkers. Okay. That's all I really care about. I just want shulkers. Ow. Where did he come from? Well, I can hear him. Oh, there it is. Nice. Yeah, I don't really care about having that many more elytras, but shulker boxes are life. We're just gonna take this. I didn't bring a chest plate, and I'm starting to regret that. What? I'm missing one. What? Whoa, that's some good end loot. I'm gonna leave the stuff that I'm not interested in. Whoa, that's pretty good. Somewhere along the way I lost. Oh no, I got him. 10. Okay, cool. Hello. Goodbye. Let's pick up some end rods too, just because I don't like farming them. Alright. Very small one, but a good start. Let's go ahead and dump some of this. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. North. Correct. Okay. Let's keep on going. Yes. This is what I was looking for. Well, there's a ship. Shulkers are on it. Seems to be intact. And an elytra. Nice. It's awesome. You know what? Honestly, let's just go and take this stuff. Who cares? I didn't bring an axe with me. Whatever. Let's go and grab that stuff. Brewing stand. Oh, wow. There's another one right there. Holy crap. I'm getting so lucky. Okay, let's raid this one. What direction is that? North. And then we'll head back north. That is very, very lucky. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Diet. Oh, my God. Oops. Nice. Alright, let's head over here. If they couldn't teleport, that would make this a lot better. For my soul. Oh my God. What is hitting me? Alright, we're gonna swap to some Pokemon music. Nice, okay. Oh, come on. That looks like a huge one. Oops, 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 oops. Of course. Stop. Where the heck did it go? Yeah, I can hear you. But alas. Oh, there you are. That is a... It's two separate ones. Oh my God. I'm getting so lucky. Nice. Let's go. Alright, there's still one more shulker here. Let's find it. There it is. Got it. Alright. Easy peasy, guys. Store some items. Nice. Ow. Did that just track me from like 30,000 feet away? Alright, let's head to the next one. I think that's everything here. I'm not worried about getting 100% of everything. Just trying to be as time efficient as possible. This is the one. Oh, this is big, and there's still one more. I just realized I did leave a shulker in that one. There's one at the top of the stairwell. But I don't think I care. Nice, another elytra. Pretty good. If they didn't teleport, the game would be so much easier. Ooh. Oops. It's fine. Should be one more on the ship, on the back. Yep. Wait. Oh. I thought I had it. Nice. Ow. Come on. Be nice. Is that a different one? Oh my gosh, I think I found 3 of them like within render distance of each other. Or is that the one I was at? Or is that the other one? That might just be the other one. Yeah, I think it is. I think I'm just going insane. Don't bother me. Don't mind me. I'm fine. Dang it. Oh, it died. Okay. We're gonna go up to this room. There's gonna be, should be some here. Ah, stop. I swear the hitboxes on those are so small. Okay, we'll grab these. There's still one on the outside of this building, I think. Ooh, jackpot room. I actually need to strafe here or they will kill me. Ow, me hitting myself isn't the best, gotta say. Keeping an eye on my hearts here. Ow. Okay, this is just getting annoying. Stop, 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 stop. Ow. I think I got almost all of them in here. There's one down there that's closed. Come on, 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 come on. Okay. Oops. This is tilting out. Okay. Now I just gotta collect all of them. Of course. Okay. Wasn't clean, but it worked. Yeah, we got 31 there. It's awesome. Ow. Okay. If all of them could just be like that, where I just basically one-shot them, that would be fantastic. But they all can't be that easy. Ow. Where the heck are they? MLG 360. Okay. Still hit me anyway. Look at these things. Stop, stop, stop. Yeah, that was StreamYard. Pretty sure it was. So frustrating. Stop, 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 stop. Oh no, one of them fell. This is so frustrating. What? I hit space. 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 Alright, I gotta rewind the stream now and look at my chords. I was around 2100, 0. Oh, rest in peace Goody as well. 2100, 0. Okay. Oh man, I can't believe I died from that fall damage. Oh, that's so frustrating. All right, let's go get my stuff, and I gotta be done. I can't. I hate end busting. Not my favorite part of Minecraft. It was fun the first time I ever did it. After that, not my favorite. Oh man, that sucks. Oh crap. Wrong portal. It's this one with the end stone, right? Oh, it's sandstone. Shopping area. Wait. Oh. Yeah, this one. Rest in peace, Goody. I feel your pain, dude. Sadly, I was 2,100 blocks away. Okay. North. Okay, we're just gonna go this way. 100. 65. Up just a little. Okay, 2,100 blocks this way, guys. I'm going to Alt-Tab. Surely. Okay. No, wait, it was negative 2,100. Right? Hold on. It was negative 2,100. Gosh. I'm just wasting so much elytra. Okay. This way. Okay, we got the direction right. So I'm just gonna burst rockets until for 2,000 more blocks. Thank God I bought that backup elytra. I would have been screwed. See, a shield wouldn't have saved me either. That's all I'm saying, guys. Shield wouldn't have saved me. Oh, I'm up 500 blocks in the air. Okay, let's kind of level out and just glide for a minute. Okay, we're good. Alright, we're almost there. Start going down more. Ah, man. Dude, I so rarely die in Minecraft. There we go. Okay. We did it. Can I get a hooray in chat? I got a shulker head. Okay. That was stupid. That was really stupid. Right. Thank you for playing along. Okay. 1, 2. Put this stuff on. My feather falling betrayed me. I'm just gonna trash this stuff. Alright. On the road again. This is my silk touch, yep. We did it. Alright, let's go back to where we were, which was right here, killing shulkers. And I'm gonna be super duper careful now to not die for stupid fall damage. You can bet your bottom dollar. Oh crap, he was there. Ooh. Whee! Not pushing it this time. Actually, you know what? We can just do this. Okay. Okay. I've got 32 shulkers so far. At least 32, which is good. Let's go back in here and see what I missed. Missed one here, apparently. Got him. 1 or 2 here. Ow. Die. Yeah, that's what I did. I put the extra elytra in the ender chest. I put, like, before I left, I put backup rockets and stuff in my ender chest, just in case that happened. So, very proud of myself for thinking proactively there. And I looked at an enderman. 2. I looked at 2 endermen. And I'm going to have to go down there and fight them if I want the shulker. Which I do. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot! Speak me, dude! Oh. Why did I do that? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go back and get this stuff, but I can't do this anymore on stream. I'm sorry, I'm too mad. I'll go back and get it. I'll go back and get the stuff. Here we go again. Oh boy. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I've been streaming longer than I usually do, but just been busy doing this stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna play safe for now. I'm tired of dying at this point. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Later, guys.